I found you! Miss me? You sure this is a good place for you to be? You can see it, can't you? This place is going to be Chaos City soon.
Lumina.
The sea of chaos that laps at your heels. It's one of Yusnaan's biggest sights. It's like part of the show. Wow, would you just look at it? The chaos is going to swallow everyone up. I think the Savior has to do something. Since it doesn't seem our patron is doing much locked up in his palace.
What's Snow thinking?
Oh, he's not. At least not about the city. He's just thrown his arms up and given it all up. He's pacing back and forth in that little room of his, waiting for the world to end. You know why, right? It's all because of you-know-who. She's the reason he's dead inside.
You mean Sarah?
That's it. You aren't so dumb after all. Of course it's Sarah. Snow's never been able to let go of her. Do you know how many years Sarah's been dead now? Even so, he goes on pining and dreaming and wishing. He basically wore every bit of himself away. And now there's nothing of Snow left inside. So sis, how about letting Snow free already? For his own sake. If you ask me, it's time he got out from under all the gloom and memories. Because otherwise, the only thing he has left to look forward to is the end of everything.
I'll release your soul.
Time to say goodbye. Any last words? Oh, I get it. You know you're gonna die anyway, so you want to at least go out in style, right?
Light, are you there?
I'm fine. I fell into the warehouses. Which way do I head from here?
Let's see. I guess that you're near the Augur's quarter. Start by getting out of there, and quick.
Something happening?
I'm picking up strong chaos readings all over the city. I can't say what'll happen. Just hurry to the palace. I've run database checks on the warehouses around here, but I can't tell who owns most of this stuff. People just stored their things here and left them to rot. I doubt you'll find any hidden treasures. more than enough to get you into the Augur's quarter. I guess the original owner had the bad luck to run into a hungry monster, and... well, I don't really have to spell out the rest, do I?
She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon.
The door is locked, but you should be able to use that ID to open it.
Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer.
If you have an ID, you'll be able to walk straight into the Augur's quarter through the front gate. You should head for the Augur's quarter before the deliveries start for the palace. That golden statue is a symbol of Yusnaan's wealth and power, and you'll certainly never get lost with that kind of landmark showing the way.
She has rose-colored hair.
You've got to get to the Augur's quarter before the deliveries to the palace begin.
Citizens are asked to report persons matching this description to the nearest security officer. Palace guards are conducting a search for the intruder calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. Citizens are asked to report persons matching description to the nearest security officer.
I heard the tour ended up a disaster the other night. It was a good thing I fled when I did.
The cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident. Investigators are currently assessing the damage. Early indications are that the woman calling herself the Savior was involved. The palace has been locked down as a security measure, and the distribution of supplies has been temporarily...
Light, things aren't looking too good. I'd hoped you could hide amongst the deliveries to sneak in, but...
But what? Change of plans?
Sure, I guess you could say that. For some reason, the service entrance was suddenly forced to lock down. That path is closed to us now. It's not certain why they suddenly closed shop, but it was about the same time that my chaos sensors went haywire. That kind of reaction, it can only mean two things. If we're lucky, it's just a new chaos infusion. If we're not, then it's a Cyclops. If Snow has finally lost his grip and become a Cyclops, well, he'll be nearly unstoppable. Light, pull back for now. We need to find out more.
I'm not done yet. Hope, start thinking up a new plan. One way or another, I'm getting into that palace.
But, Light...
Cyclops or not, nothing's changed. I am gonna save him. Well, after I beat some sense into that annoyingly thick head of his, that is.
Okay, Lightning. We've got to give up on the service entrance. There is one other plan I had considered. It's pretty destructive and definitely dangerous.
Doesn't matter. What is it?
As you can see, the palace is surrounded by a formidable wall. All ways in and out have been locked down, and there's no tunneling under it either. It looks quiet, but trust me, that wall is too well guarded to try and sneak over.
Yeah, can we get to the point, Hope?
There's no path, so you have to make one. A show is about to start here in the Augur's Quarter. A show with one fantastic finale. At the climax of the show, a stage and an actor on it is propelled up to the top of the set by a little rocket power.
And you want me to climb onto the set and jump into the palace? I hate to break it to you, but that's a pretty big leap.
Not if you can topple the set and form a bridge. Then you can just simply walk across. It'd be easy.
I'm not sure that easy means what you think it does.
Fireworks are launched all around the theater at the finale. If you increase the number of fireworks, well, you could weaken the set enough to bring it down.
You were telling the truth about it being destructive, weren't you?
And you don't have much choice.
I guess I've just got to keep moving. Keep your eyes front. Right.
That's the spirit?
Hope. Does that mean you'll be watching the rear? You'll have my back?
Of course I will. That's what I'm here for. For this plan to work, you'll need help from the theater people.
Investigators are currently...
If I were you, I'd talk to the director first.
Early indications
Get him on your
that
side.
the woman calling herself the Savior was involved. Palace guards are collecting and locked down in security herself and the distribution of supplies. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying an enormous weapon. I repeat. Citizens are asked to report the cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident. Investigators are
You an
currently
actor?
assessing the damage.
If you need something,
Early
you better talk to
indications are that the
Sarzak,
woman
the
calling
director.
herself the Savior
He's in
was
charge of
involved.
everything.
The palace has been locked down as a security measure, and the distribution of supplies has been temporarily suspended. I repeat.
I found out who's in charge of the theater production. His name is Sarzak. Apparently, he's a well-known director.
She has early indications that the woman calling herself
He likes to direct from up high, where he can look down and see the
lockdown and would like to remind the distribution of supplies has been temporarily fountain show is currently being held in a reveler's quarter. The cargo line has been seriously damaged in an accident. Investigators are currently assessing the damage. Early indications are that the woman calling herself the Savior was involved. The palace has been locked down as a security measure. And the distribution of supplies has been temporarily calling herself the Savior. She has rose-colored hair and is carrying. The cargo line has been severely damaged in an accident. To report, investigators are currently
You should start by talking to the guy who's in
Early
charge.
indications are that
He's a
the
director by the name.
God, that director! Up there with his lofty ideas and stomping all over us left down here. He's a slave driver who doesn't know when to quit. He's right there at the top of the stairs looking down on all of us. I'd keep your distance. He's in a mood because he can't come up with the ending for his grand finale.
Early indications are that the woman calling herself the Savior was involved.
You're an actor, aren't you? Then make me believe.
You must be in charge around here.
And just who might you be?
Just someone who wants tonight's show to go down in history. Doubling or tripling the fireworks should do the trick. Enough to scare the patron out of his den.
Did you escape from some mental hospital?
I'm just an old friend of the patron's. He never shows his face, so I worry. He's not the type for flowers, so I thought I'd send him a good show instead.
3 times the fireworks? That would cause one hell of a stir.
Yeah, this city could use a good stirring. If not at the end of the world, then when? Not much point playing by the rules now.
I like your style, lady. And you're not wrong by any means. Half of Yusnaan's already sunk under that wretched cloud we call chaos.
Let me get the fireworks. I'll make sure we have more than enough. But it's gotta be today.
Hell, let's do it. But this conversation never happened, capiche? If you need help with the fireworks, the stagehands can help you out. I'll make a couple of revisions to the script. This'll be a show they'll never forget.